So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD, and there has been a ton of different updates and fixes to zombies in Infinite Warfare, and it's the first major patch update we've had since the game releasing, and Infinity Ward are doing such a fantastic job of listening to our feedback and literally fixing and attending to what we want within days of them seeing us moan about it, basically, which is incredible. So in this, we're going to be talking about all the recent fixes and updates there's been to zombies in Spaceland. If you guys are excited, you enjoy this, let me know your favourite part of what's been changed or updated down below in the comments. Drop the video a thumbs up, let's get into it. Currently, double XP is available in Zombies in Spaceland, and before it was only available for public matches, which was really daft because in previous games with Treyarch, we've had double XP available in Zombies in solo as well as custom and public matches, and we didn't understand why this didn't work. Said it was something on the infrastructure of the game and that they were going to change it for future, but within days they've changed it now, so we got it in public matches, solo and custom, which is amazing. We've had quite a few perk changes, including Bang Bang's recoil being reduced, which is fantastic, as well as Trailblazers receiving a damage buff, so it's no longer a useless perk. You can buy this thing, you can use it in later rounds, and it will actually kill zombies for once, something that I think the perk should do in the first place. There's been some health tweaks to the Brute, so it doesn't take as much ammo to kill them, which is amazing because it seems so daft how strong these Brutes are, and how their health just keeps increasing as the rounds go on, but now they've hit a cap, so once you get to a certain round, the Brutes never gain any more health, which is beautiful. We have the Arcane attachment receiving a damage buff, so it will kill more zombies, which is amazing. Various fixes to the alien boss fight, and we're going to be talking about that now, which is just the best news ever. So the main thing that they've changed with the alien boss fight and various fixes is they've made the health of the alien so much lower than what it previously was. It would take almost an entire full ammo of one of the wonder weapons to get it down to red health, but now it only take about 5 to 6 clips of a wonder weapon in order to get the alien down to little health, which is fantastic. And also, when you're playing in co-op, everyone's going to have their own alien boss to defeat, and the health on that as well has been greatly reduced, which is fantastic. So it's no longer an impossible Easter egg, because they've actually made it somewhat easier now for you to be able to kill the alien bosses. There's also some miscellaneous bug and exploit fixes, and I'm pretty sure this involves the coupon clipper glitch. If you guys weren't aware, you could activate the card and you could put in infinite money into the bank, so you could always have a ridiculous amount of money for you and your team to use. Now at some points it was quite a useful glitch, but of course it is game breaking and you shouldn't be able to get points that easy. You need to earn those bad boys by killing zombies, and there's also some exploit fixes, I'm probably sure, to do with getting out of the map, as well as different glitch spots where the zombies will just pile up, so those are all fixed. Another big thing as well is how we got annoyed at certain things being locked off that you could only do after completing the Easter egg, and so now you can do the exquisite quest before the end of the UFO Easter egg, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you don't know, to get all those exquisite parts, to get the exquisite arcane core, which isn't even that great of a reward, you could only do it after the Easter egg, but now you can do it before. How exactly? It could just be as simple as getting all the elemental upgrades and it just being as simple as that, or there is something else that we're going to have to discover and figure out for ourselves. Another huge fix, which I'm so happy about, is they've paused the zombie spawning briefly when reviving from the Afterlife arcade in solo mode. So now when you come back in from the into the map from the arcade, no longer will zombies be straight away running towards you, which I thought was super unfair and really punishing. They now give you a little bit of time before the zombies spawn to try and attack you, and I think it's something that they should have had in anyway. It's quite obvious that's what the mode needed, but I'm glad that they finally have that in now sooner rather than later. They've also changed the order of the fortune cards in your deck, so no longer will they be simply from the 5 that you have selected and from left to right you'll have the 1st to 5th. They're now ordered by rarity, so I'm assuming maybe the mega rare ones are going to be quite far into your deck, so you're going to have to scroll through quite a bit to find those. They've also fixed the boombox exploding, damaging the speaker, and the DJ quest. Why this was a thing in the first place is absolutely ridiculous, but no longer will the Seticom take damage from an exploding boombox. There's melee improvements as well. I'm not quite sure what exactly that entails, but hopefully if that means you can now move backwards a little bit as you're stabbing the zombies, that will be awesome. There's various UI fixes, as well as they've reduced the max ammo cooldown, so hopefully we'll be seeing more of those max ammos during our games, which is just fantastic because they've been so scarce as of recent. Attachment selection fixes with certain prototype weapons, so all those prototype weapons should now work pretty simply. There's various fixes for using certain combinations of of perks, cards and weapon attachments. Not too sure what exactly was wrong there, but those are fixed. Fortune cards are consumed if players leave a match before it ends, so that stops people sort of like quitting too early and saving their stuff. So the fortune cards are used, and if you leave the game, those are still going to be used. So there's no longer a way to sort of save your fortune cards. You're just going to have to go with the flow, and when you use them, they're going to be gone. Also, there was a leaderboard fix, which they took the leaderboards down for a little while, but they're back now, and the leaderboards were incorrectly summing scenes instead of posting the highest scene. So say, for instance, overall, you've played in 300 scenes. On the leaderboard, it said you've got to have seen 300, which doesn't make any sort of sense. So now they've changed it, so your highest round or scene will be the thing that you'll see in the leaderboard. Also, a ton of small little fixes as well, which we'll go over super briefly. They fixed the Pack-a-Punch zappers having no ammo after you pick them back up off the standee, which was a big thing, because, you know, if you swap them out for a weapon in the box and then you went to go and pick them up again from the little stands, they'd have no ammo, and that makes no sense because you swapped it out. There's also a glitch about them not having a camo when you put them back on the standee, so that's fixed. There's also a fix for the Brute having his helmet on incorrectly after removing it after he grabbed the zombie. You'd sort of notice this weird little glitch where he's got his helmet on, but he's actually running at you like as if his helmet wasn't on. So that's a weird glitch, which is now fixed. Also fixed zombies that walked in the air. Also fixes for certain cards with the alien fight where it didn't work properly. Front end camera transition fixes. There's a fix for the croc's mouth because sometimes it wouldn't return to its original height. There's a fix for seeing player outlines when they're playing emulated arcade games. I mean, it's not the exact fix we want, because realistically we want to be seeing player outlines everywhere, not just when they're playing arcade games, but at least that's a nice feature so you know someone in your game's playing them. You also now allow the clowns to be part of the kill marks challenges, which is good because sometimes you'd not be able to get any zombies for a little while because it's a clown round and you might fail the challenge. They now count. There's also a fix now to make sure the brute zombie doesn't decide to grab or kill zombies who are marked for a challenge, so that's nice. Also fixed for players being able to jump and sprint down the slide. That's interesting. Also fixed for players being able to repair a window from too far away and avoid being attacked. It's a fix for Neil's pause and unpause functionality. It's fixing occasional crawling zombie, which plays a standing death animation. Reducing emissive on camos so they're not as crazy bright and blinding. And they give player a hit reward if meleeing during infinite ammo, which is awesome. And finally, they've added the soul key progression to the front end. So just like with Black Ops 3, very late actually, they introduced how they had the Easter egg tracking progress, where you had the little symbol of the summoning key and the gate worms. They've now added that, so there's now a progression as we go through these maps, collecting the different parts of the soul key and seeing what exactly that's going to do in the final map. But thank you for watching, guys. If you have any other issues or fixes that you want Infinity Ward to put into Zombies in Spaceland, make sure to drop a comment as well, because I'll try and get some feedback over to them and hopefully get the game fixed and have even more awesome things repaired really quickly. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe for more. I'll catch you next time.